Parents at a Blair County school district say nearly 50 students were sent home from school with no further information. This happened around noon yesterday at the Spring Cove Middle School. Amanda Lee has been working to get answers. She joins us now live from Roaring Spring. So Amanda, you spoke with parents and have been reaching out to the school all day. So what are they telling you?
Matt, Amanda, we've called the superintendent 6 times so far. We've also reached out to the middle school, talked to the solicitor, and we messaged board members, none of which were able to give us a clear answer to the questions that parents want to know. Is there a case of COVID-19? And why were some 8th graders sent home to quarantine while others weren't?
I got a call around 11:30 that somebody tested positive at Spring Cove School and that my daughter was chosen to be sent home and I had to go pick her up. She had to be quarantined. Well, we all had to be quarantined for 14 days. Somebody would call me about getting her a COVID test done. If she didn't get it done, she couldn't return back to school.
This parent of a Spring Cove Middle School 8th grader who wanted to stay anonymous in fear of getting in trouble says if the district can't tell parents whether or not there's a COVID-19 case, then they should not be able to open for in-person instruction. Her daughter, who was sent home, says the lack of information is frightening.
And that's whenever all of us got called down to that big classroom. And it took the principal about almost an hour to get down there and tell everybody what was going on. And then we had to sit in there and wait until our parents came and picked us up. And we asked questions and they told us when we were going to get our stuff, if we talked to anybody in the hallway, we were in big trouble. And that we weren't allowed talking to anybody about it.
The only information released from the superintendent was this statement, which was also posted to Facebook last evening. It says, quote, "Families are notified regarding possible exposure and the need to quarantine as applicable." Parents with multiple students in the district tell us they're concerned the spread won't be contained.
I have 2 other kids that go to the district, so if my son in middle school brings it home, then we risk giving it to the other elementary schools because he lives with the other 2, his siblings.
Steele says this possible exposure has made her decide to pull her kids from in-person classes at the district, saying it's simply too risky.
My youngest son, the one that's in 1st grade, he has an immune deficiency, so if we bring it home from another school and he gets it, I mean, we risk a lot more than like your average kid.
Now parents tell us they're very concerned with the way the situation is being handled and the lack of information. Amanda, Matt.
And Amanda, one quick question for you. Does the school say why they're not releasing any more information?
Well, according to the statement released by the superintendent, the school is providing as much information and details that the HIPAA and FERPA allows. They also say there is not a COVID outbreak in the district, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a COVID case.